Have you ever felt swept away by life's chaos? Your heart heavy with the weight of endless demands, craving a strength that holds firm no matter what storms arise? You're not alone in this restless search for meaning, for a way to stand tall amid the noise. Welcome to Stoic Pulse, where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, forged by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, lights a path to inner power. This isn't about lofty theories. It's about practical tools to master your mind and live with purpose. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That freedom starts with focusing on yourself every single day, building a resilience that no chaos can shake. In this video, we'll embark on a transformative journey through 10 Stoic lessons, each a stepping stone to unlock your deepest strength. These principles will teach you to find peace in the present, face challenges with courage, and live true to your values, all while keeping your focus inward, where true power lies. Imagine a life where external turmoil can't sway you, where your actions reflect the person you aspire to be. That life begins now. Whether you're battling doubt, stress, or distraction, these lessons rooted in timeless Stoic wisdom will guide you to a calmer, stronger you. Join us at Stoic Pulse as we explore this path together, step by quiet step. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's dive into a journey that will reshape how you see yourself and the world, forging an inner strength that endures. Principle 1. Practicing gratitude. You've taken the first step on this Stoic path, seeking a strength that anchors you against life's storms. Now, as we begin shaping that resilience, our first principle lights the way: practicing gratitude. It's tempting to chase what's missing: a better job, a bigger home, a perfect moment. Yet Stoicism teaches that true contentment lies in embracing what you already hold. By focusing on the blessings in your life, you build an inner foundation that no chaos can erode. Let's step into a story that shows this truth in action, because it might mirror the quiet shift you're ready to make. Meet Clara, a nurse working long shifts in a hectic hospital. Exhaustion was her constant companion, her days a blur of demanding patients and endless charts. She used to dwell on what she lacked: more time, more rest, more recognition. But one evening, drained and disheartened, Clara paused. She thought of a patient's fleeting smile, the warmth of her morning coffee, the laughter of a colleague. These small moments, once overlooked, sparked a change. Clara began noting 3 things each day she was grateful for: a kind word, a deep breath, a starry sky. Slowly, her perspective shifted. Her shifts didn't lighten, but her heart did. Gratitude turned her grueling days into a canvas of quiet joys, making her not just a better nurse, but a beacon of calm for others. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess." This isn't about ignoring ambition. It's about seeing the wealth already in your hands. Think of the last time you felt discontent, fixated on what's out of reach. That longing steals your peace. Gratitude pulls you back, revealing treasures in the ordinary. Clara didn't need a new life. She needed new eyes. You can find that clarity too. Try this today. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for: a warm bed, a friend's voice, the air in your lungs. Let these sink in. Feel the shift as lack fades and abundance grows. Picture a garden. Gratitude is the water that helps it thrive, no matter the season. Your strength isn't in what you gain, but in what you cherish. This Stoic journey is just beginning, and Stoic Pulse is here to guide you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep building, one grateful moment at a time, toward a life where peace flows from within. Principle 2. Facing adversity with courage. You've begun your Stoic journey, grounding yourself in gratitude, finding peace in life's simple blessings. But the path to inner strength isn't always smooth. Challenges loom, ready to test your resolve. This brings us to our second principle: facing adversity with courage. Stoicism doesn't promise a life free of hardship. It equips you to meet it head-on, transforming obstacles into lessons of resilience. Courage isn't about erasing fear. It's about acting despite it, choosing composure over chaos. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might reflect the battles you face every day. Meet Amina, a high school teacher in a bustling city. During a parent-teacher meeting, a frustrated parent accused her of neglecting their child, their words sharp and unfair. The room tensed, and Amina felt her pulse quicken, the urge to defend herself burning. But she paused, took a slow breath, and responded with calm clarity. Let's discuss how we can support your child together. Her poise disarmed the parent, turning a confrontation into collaboration. Amina's courage wasn't loud or aggressive. It was a quiet refusal to let anger steer her. That moment didn't just resolve the meeting, it strengthened her, proving she could face hostility with grace. Epictetus taught us, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Adversity is a mirror, revealing your character. Think of a time you faced criticism, delay, or unfairness. Did you lash out or shrink back? Or did you stand tall, choosing your response? Stoicism sees every challenge as a chance to grow. Amina didn't control the parent's words, but she controlled her reaction, and that made all the difference. Courage like hers turns friction into fortitude. Here's a practice to build this strength. The next time adversity strikes, maybe a rude comment or a setback, pause for 3 seconds. Ask, how can I respond with dignity? This brief pause is like a shield, guarding your peace. Try it today. In a tense moment, choose silence over reaction, clarity over conflict. Picture yourself as an oak in a storm, bending but unbroken. That's Stoic courage, rooted in self-mastery. Your journey is gaining momentum, each principle forging a stronger you. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every challenge you face shapes your path. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep growing, one courageous step at a time, toward a life where adversity fuels your strength. Principle 3, managing desire and aversion. You've ignited your Stoic journey, finding peace through gratitude and standing firm against adversity with courage. Now, as you deepen this path, a new challenge emerges: the turbulent currents of desire and aversion that threaten to pull you off course. Desires for what you don't have, success, approval, perfection, and fears of what you can't avoid, failure, rejection, pain, can cloud your mind, stealing your calm. Our third principle offers clarity. Manage desire and aversion by focusing on what you can control. Stoicism teaches that your suffering stems not from events, but from how you judge them. Let's explore a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the inner battles you're fighting. Meet Leo, a chef at a bustling urban restaurant. Early in his career, he was consumed by the dream of earning a Michelin star, his every dish a step toward that glittering prize. But the obsession left him restless, snapping at staff and losing sleep over critics' reviews. The pressure wasn't creating brilliance, it was breaking him. One night burned out, Leo paused. He realized his fixation on external validation was a trap. Inspired by Stoic ideas, he shifted his focus to what he could control, crafting each dish with care, mentoring his team, savoring the process. His joy returned, his plates sang with flavor, and ironically, accolades followed. Leo didn't tame his ambition, he tamed his perspective, finding balance by letting go of what wasn't his to command. Seneca wrote, "You must reflect that it is not things that disturb us, but our interpretation of their significance. Desires and aversions become shackles when they fixate on outcomes beyond your reach. Think of a time you craved something, a promotion, a compliment, or dreaded a setback. Did that longing or fear change the outcome, or did it just drain you? Stoicism urges you to focus on your thoughts, actions, and effort, the domain you rule. Leo couldn't control critics, but he could perfect his craft. That shift freed him. Here's a practice to master this. When desire or fear stirs, pause and ask, is this in my control? If it's not, like others' opinions or distant goals, let it go. If it is, like your effort or attitude, act on it. Try this today. Identify one nagging want or worry, then write down one controllable action to address it, like studying a skill or staying kind under pressure. Picture yourself as a sailor navigating choppy seas, steering only where the wind allows. That's Stoic wisdom, calm amidst the waves. Your journey is growing stronger, each principle a brick in your inner fortress. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every choice you make shapes your peace. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep navigating one controlled step at a time toward a life where your mind remains your own. Principle 4, Mindfulness and Meditation. Your Stoic journey is taking root. You've embraced gratitude to find peace, faced adversity with courage, and tamed desires to steer your own course. Yet in a world buzzing with distractions, endless notifications, racing thoughts, looming deadlines, staying centered can feel like a battle. This brings us to our fourth principle, mindfulness and meditation. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in living fully in the present, observing your mind without being swept away. By grounding yourself through mindful practices, you reclaim clarity and calm, no matter the chaos around you. Let's step into a story that shows this principle in action, because it might reflect the focus you're seeking. Meet Priya, a college student juggling exams and a part-time job. As finals loomed, stress consumed her. Sleepless nights, scattered thoughts, and a gnawing fear of failure. Her grades slipped and panic set in. One evening, desperate for relief, Priya tried a 5-minute meditation she'd read about, inspired by Stoic ideas. Sitting quietly, she focused on her breath, noticing her worries without chasing them. At first, her mind wandered, but with practice, she found stillness. Each morning, she meditated, anchoring herself in the moment. During exams, that calm carried her through, her focus razor sharp. Priya didn't just pass, she excelled, her clarity a quiet triumph born from mindfulness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality, and mindfulness ensures they're intentional, not frantic." Think of a time you felt overwhelmed, your mind a whirlwind of what-ifs. That chaos clouds your strength. Meditation, a Stoic tool, is like a lens, bringing the present into focus. Priya couldn't control her exam questions, but she could control her attention, and that changed everything. This practice isn't about escaping life. It's about engaging it with wisdom. Here's how to start. Dedicate 5 minutes daily to sit in silence. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and observe your thoughts like clouds passing by. Don't judge, just watch. If your mind drifts, gently return to your breath. Try this today. Before a busy moment, pause for 1 mindful minute, feeling the air, the ground beneath you. Picture yourself as a mountain, steady amid swirling winds. That's Stoic mindfulness, rooted, unshaken. With practice, you'll face challenges with a calm that others notice. Not because you boast, but because you embody it. Your Stoic path is growing clearer, each principle a step toward mastery. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every mindful moment builds your strength. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep grounding, one breath at a time, toward a life where clarity is your power. Principle 5. Acceptance of the present moment. Your Stoic journey is gaining depth. You've woven gratitude into your days, met adversity with courage, tamed emotional currents, and anchored yourself in mindfulness. Now, as you forge this path, life's unpredictability tests you. Plans falter, setbacks sting, and the urge to resist what is can drain your spirit. Our 5th principle offers freedom, acceptance of the present moment. Stoicism's amor fati, love of fate, teaches you to embrace every moment, good or bad, not as a burden, but as a gift. By surrendering to what you cannot change, you find strength to shape what you can. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life because it might mirror the challenges you're navigating. Meet Elena, a small business owner who poured her heart into launching a new product line. Months of work led to a grand debut, but sales flopped and negative reviews poured in. Devastation loomed. Her savings and dreams hung in the balance. Instead of despairing, Elena paused, recalling Stoic wisdom. She accepted the failure as part of her journey, asking, "What can I learn here?" She pivoted, using feedback to refine her designs and market locally. Within a year, her business thrived, not despite the setback, but because she embraced it. Elena's amor fati didn't erase the loss. It transformed it into growth. Her resilience, a quiet victory. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Resisting what is, like a delayed flight or a harsh critique, only breeds frustration. Acceptance, Stoicism teaches, is not defeat, it's clarity. Elena couldn't undo her launch, but she could control her response, and that made her unstoppable. Think of a time you fought a reality you couldn't change. Did your resistance solve it or just exhaust you? Amor Fati invites you to see every moment as raw material for your growth. Here's a practice to embody this. When life feels unfair, pause and ask, "Can I control this?" If not, let it go. If yes, act. Try this today. Face a small irritation, a long line, a rainy day, and choose to find one thing to love about it, like the chance to breathe or the sound of rain. Picture yourself as a river, flowing with the current, not against it. That's Stoic acceptance, fluid, powerful, free. Your journey is building a core of resilience, each principle a thread in your inner tapestry. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every moment you embrace strengthens your path. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep flowing, one present step at a time, toward a life where love of fate is your power. Principle 6. Building resilience. Your Stoic journey is forging a powerful core. You've rooted yourself in gratitude, faced challenges with courage, tamed emotional tides, found clarity in mindfulness, and embraced life's flow with amor fati. Yet adversity doesn't vanish, it returns, testing your ability to not just endure, but grow. Our 6th principle lights the way, building resilience. Stoicism teaches that resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, but adapting through it, turning storms into strength. By focusing on what you can control and viewing obstacles as opportunities, you become unbreakable. Let's step into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the trials you're rising above. Meet Hassan, a delivery driver in a sprawling city. One rainy evening, his van broke down mid-route, stranding him with urgent packages and a tight schedule. Frustration surged. His job, his reputation, hung in the balance. But Hassan, inspired by Stoic ideas, took a breath and focused on what he could do. He called for a tow, rerouted his deliveries on foot, and calmly informed customers of delays. His steady demeanor turned complaints into understanding, and his employer, impressed by his problem-solving, gave him a raise. Hassan didn't conquer the breakdown, he conquered his response, building resilience that outlasted the rain. Seneca wrote, "There is no person so severely punished as those who subject themselves to the whip of their own remorse." Dwelling on what goes wrong, or fearing failure, only deepens the wound. Resilience, Stoicism teaches, is a choice to act, not lament. Hassan couldn't control the van, but he could control his effort, and that reshaped the outcome. Think of a time you faced a setback, a missed deadline, a personal loss. Did you spiral in regret, or did you find one step forward? Every challenge, Stoicism says, is a chance to prove your strength. Here's a practice to build this. When adversity hits, list one controllable action, calling for help, taking a walk, trying again. Act on it, no matter how small. Try this today. Face a minor hurdle, like a work snag, and choose one step to move forward, like organizing your tasks. Picture yourself as a blacksmith, each blow of hardship shaping stronger steel. That's Stoic resilience, forged, not found. Hassan's calm didn't stop the rain, but it built trust and opportunity. You can do the same. Your Stoic path is becoming a fortress, each principle a stone of endurance. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every obstacle you overcome carves your strength. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep forging, one resilient step at a time, toward a life where challenges fuel your growth. Principle 7, setting realistic goals. Your Stoic journey is carving a resilient core. You've embraced gratitude, met adversity with courage, tamed emotional currents, found clarity in mindfulness, accepted life's flow, and grown stronger through resilience. Now, as you shape this path, the temptation to chase grand, distant dreams can pull you from the present, scattering your focus. Our 7th principle grounds you, setting realistic goals. Stoicism teaches that true progress lies not in lofty ambitions beyond your grasp, but in clear, controllable steps within your reach. By focusing on what you can achieve today, you build a steady path to lasting growth. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might reflect the aspirations you're nurturing. Meet Maya, an aspiring artist working as a barista. She once dreamed of instant fame, envisioning her paintings in major galleries. But the pressure to make it big left her paralyzed, her canvas blank, her confidence frayed. Inspired by Stoic wisdom, Maya shifted her focus. Instead of chasing acclaim, she set a simple goal: sketch for 30 minutes daily, no matter the outcome. She filled notebooks with studies of light and shadow, each line a small victory. Over months, her skills sharpened, and a local cafe displayed her work. Customers noticed, commissions followed, and Maya's art bloomed, not from chasing fame, but from steady, realistic steps. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Grand goals often depend on others' approval or luck, breeding stress. Stoicism urges you to focus on what's yours, your effort, your discipline. Maya couldn't control gallery curators, but she could control her daily practice, and that built her path. Think of a time you aimed too high, a dream job, a perfect project, and felt crushed by the gap. Realistic goals, Stoicism teaches, turn obstacles into progress, one step at a time. Here's a practice to start. Choose one goal within your control, like reading a page daily or practicing a skill for 20 minutes. Write it down and ask, "Can I do this today?" Act on it, ignoring distant outcomes. Try this now. Pick a small task, writing a sentence, stretching, and commit to it daily for a week. Picture yourself as an architect, laying one brick at a time, building a structure that endures. That's Stoic goal setting, deliberate, achievable, powerful. Your Stoic path is gaining clarity, each principle a step toward mastery. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every realistic goal you set strengthens your foundation. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep building, one focused step at a time, toward a life where progress is your power. Principle 8. Self-examination. Your Stoic journey is sculpting a formidable inner strength. You've woven gratitude into your life, faced challenges with courage, mastered emotional currents, found clarity in mindfulness, embraced the present, grown resilient, and set realistic goals. Now, as you refine this path, a quiet practice deepens your progress. Self-examination. Stoicism teaches that true growth begins with understanding yourself, observing your thoughts, actions, and motives without judgment. By reflecting daily, you align your life with your values, turning missteps into wisdom. Let's step into a story that brings us to life, because it might mirror the inner work you're ready to embrace. Meet Omar, a project manager in a fast-paced tech firm. During a high-stakes meeting, he rushed a decision to impress his boss, ignoring his team's input. The choice backfired, delaying the project and frustrating colleagues. That night, Omar felt the sting of regret, but chose to reflect rather than dwell. Sitting with a journal, he asked, "Why did I act so hastily? Did I prioritize ego over wisdom?" He realized his need for approval had clouded his judgment. The next day, he apologized to his team and proposed a collaborative fix, earning respect. Omar's nightly reflections didn't erase his mistake. They transformed it into a lesson, making him a steadier leader. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Unexamined actions fuel inner turmoil as fears and regrets amplify in the mind. Reflection, Stoicism teaches, is a lantern, illuminating your motives and guiding you back to virtue. Omar couldn't undo his decision, but he could learn from it, and that changed his path. Think of a time you acted impulsively, snapped at a friend, procrastinated, or chased approval. What drove you? Self-examination reveals the roots, turning mistakes into growth. Here's a practice to begin. Each night, spend 5 minutes journaling. Ask, what did I do well today? Where did I stray from my values? Write honestly, not to judge, but to understand. Try this today. Reflect on one choice you made, maybe a rushed reply or a kind gesture, and note what it reveals about you. Picture yourself as an explorer, mapping your inner world with curiosity. That's Stoic reflection, gentle, revealing, powerful. Omar's journal wasn't a critic, it was a guide, leading him to clarity. Your Stoic path is becoming a masterpiece, each principle a brushstroke of wisdom. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the next lesson, because every moment of reflection sharpens your purpose. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep exploring, one introspective step at a time, toward a life where self-awareness is your strength. Principle 9. Prioritizing virtue. Your Stoic journey has crafted a resilient spirit. You've embraced gratitude, faced challenges with courage, mastered emotions, found clarity in mindfulness, accepted life's flow, grown through adversity, set grounded goals, and deepened self-awareness through reflection. Now, as you near the pinnacle of this path, a guiding light emerges: prioritizing virtue. Stoicism teaches that true worth lies not in wealth, fame, or applause, but in living by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are the compass for a meaningful life, shaping every choice with integrity. Let's dive into a story that brings this to life, because it might echo the values you hold dear. Meet Sophia, a lawyer defending a client in a high-profile case. Pressure mounted to bend the truth for a quick win. Her firm's reputation and her career hung in the balance. Temptation whispered, stretch the facts, secure the victory. But Sophia, guided by Stoic principles, paused. She asked, is this just? Does this reflect the person I want to be? Choosing integrity, she presented only the truth, even at the risk of losing. The case didn't go her way, but her honesty earned respect from colleagues and clients alike, opening doors to cases rooted in fairness. Sophia's virtue wasn't a sacrifice, it was her strength, proving that right action outshines fleeting triumphs. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Virtue isn't a lofty ideal, it's a daily choice to act with wisdom, stand bravely, treat others fairly, and restrain impulses. Think of a moment you faced a moral fork. Did you choose the easy path or the right one? Sophia couldn't control the verdict, but she controlled her actions, and that defined her. Stoicism reminds us that external rewards fade. A virtuous life endures, anchoring you in peace no matter the outcome. Here's a practice to live this principle. At day's end, reflect on one decision and ask, did I act with wisdom, courage, justice, or temperance? If not, plan one small step to align tomorrow, like listening fully or resisting a rash choice. Try this today. In a tough moment, pause and choose the virtuous path, even if it's hard. Picture yourself as a sculptor, chiseling your character with each deliberate act. That's Stoic virtue, steady, timeless, yours. Your Stoic path is nearing its peak, each principle a cornerstone of a life well lived. Stay with Stoic Pulse as we uncover the final lesson, because every virtuous choice shapes your legacy. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's keep crafting, one principled step at a time, toward a life where virtue is your true reward. Principle 10. Cultivating inner peace. Your Stoic journey has woven a tapestry of strength. Gratitude has grounded you. Courage has lifted you. Emotional mastery has freed you. Mindfulness has clarified your focus. Acceptance has embraced life's flow. Resilience has fortified you. Realistic goals have guided you. Self-examination has deepened your wisdom, and virtue has defined your purpose. Now, as you stand at this summit, our final principle crowns your path. Cultivating inner peace. Stoicism teaches that true tranquility isn't found in a perfect world, but in a disciplined mind that chooses calm over chaos. This peace radiates outward, transforming you and those around you. Let's step into a story that brings this to life because it might reflect the serenity you're seeking. Meet Tariq, a high school teacher navigating a heated staff meeting. A colleague's sharp criticism of his curriculum sparked tension, and the room bristled with conflict. Tariq felt the familiar pull to argue, to defend his work, but rooted in Stoic practice, he paused, took a deep breath, and listened fully, responding with measured clarity. Let's find a solution together. His calm didn't just diffuse the moment, it shifted the meeting's tone, fostering collaboration. Colleagues later thanked him, not for winning, but for modeling composure. Tariq's inner peace wasn't passive. It was a quiet force built through daily discipline that reshaped the room. Seneca wrote, "Let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands." Inner peace comes from controlling your reactions, not the world. Tariq couldn't silence his colleague, but he could master his response, and that created harmony. Think of a time you were provoked by a harsh word, a stressful day. Did reacting impulsively bring relief or regret? Stoicism teaches that peace is a choice, forged by practices like pausing, breathing, or reflecting. Tariq's discipline turned conflict into connection, proving that a calm mind is a powerful one. Here's a practice to cultivate this. Start each day with 3 minutes of deep breathing, focusing on the present. When tension arises, pause and ask, what does this moment demand of me? Choose calm, deliberate action. Try this today. In a stressful moment, traffic, a disagreement, breathe slowly and respond with intention. Picture yourself as a still lake, undisturbed by surface ripples. That's Stoic peace, deep, unshaken, radiant. Tariq's composure didn't need applause. It spoke through its impact. Your Stoic path is nearly complete, each principle a pillar of tranquility. Stay with Stoic Pulse for our final reflection, because every disciplined choice builds your peace. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's keep nurturing, one serene step at a time, toward a life where your calm transforms the world. You've journeyed through a Stoic odyssey, forging a resilient soul with gratitude, courage, emotional mastery, mindfulness, acceptance, resilience, grounded goals, self-awareness, virtue, and inner peace. These 10 principles, drawn from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus, are not mere lessons. They're a map to a life of purpose and strength. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Your path is clear. Live these truths daily, not for applause, but for the quiet triumph of becoming your best self. Each choice, to pause before reacting, to cherish what you have, to act with integrity, builds a fortress within, unshaken by life's storms. This journey isn't a fleeting spark. It's a lifelong commitment to shape your mind and actions. Start today. Pick one principle, perhaps breathing mindfully or choosing virtue in a tough moment, and make it yours. Feel the power as you align with your deepest values. The world will always be loud, but you can be the calm, the one who acts with purpose, radiating strength that others feel without words. Stoic Pulse is your companion on this path, offering timeless Stoic wisdom to guide your growth. If these lessons have kindled a fire in you, a resolve to live with clarity and courage, join our community. Subscribe to Stoic Pulse on YouTube, and let's continue this journey together, exploring Stoic rules that transform lives. Your strength is building, not in noise, but in the silent choices that define you. Take that step now, subscribe, and let's craft a life where your soul shines with the unbreakable light of Stoic purpose.